We're the third largest producer of natural gas. We're the world leader in carbon capture and storage, which is also attendant to the energy security issue because, ladies and gentlemen, coal, notwithstanding the fact that we need to clean it up, isn't going anywhere right away. So we need to make those investments in technology that can clean it up. Carbon capture and storage is one of those answers. I can tell you that 40% of the CO2 that's currently stored under the ground on Earth is in Saskatchewan. In southeast Saskatchewan, it's the largest CO2 storage project there is. We have some expertise and some capacity. We're going to move ahead with demonstration projects in clean coal technology, a smaller reference plant at another coal plant where companies and countries can attach their post-combustion technology and explore the efficacy of what they're proposing. And here again is a chance for India and Canada and Saskatchewan to explore clean coal technologies as the transition to more renewable energy that we all seek. We also lead in recovery rate technology in our province. At the University of Regina, in our capital city, there is something called the Petroleum Research Center that is a renowned leader in helping companies improve recovery rates for oil. You know, we leave a lot of oil behind, including in the assets in this country. When we think they are mature and fully exploited, they are not. Often there's more than half of the oil left in the ground, and so CO2 injection and solvents and other technologies can help improve energy security while not increasing the environmental footprint that might come from some more drilling somewhere else. Here again, we can fertilize this tree with energy security. We will take care of that tree we've planted with food security. Ladies and gentlemen, people in this room will know that Saskatchewan is a prolific producer of food. Saskatchewan is home to a third of Canada's agricultural biotech sector. We're home to 40% of the arable land in our country. Our cropland is roughly the size of Gujarat, the state of Gujarat. Quarter of the world's mustard seed comes from Saskatchewan. 50% of the world dry pea exports from Saskatchewan. 67% of the world's lentils exports comes from Saskatchewan. 30% of the world's flaxseed comes from our province. We're the 14th largest producer of wheat, ahead of obviously many nations. We're well placed to help answer questions that the world has, that we have, on the issue of food security. An important fertilizer for this tree we want to plant is fertilizer. We have half of the world's potash in our province. We've implemented a tax structure so that the industry would expand, so that there would be new mine production, which would hopefully have a beneficial impact in terms of our customers' perspective on price. There may also be opportunities for Indian investment in new potash capacity as well. And here again, fertilizer is part of the food security issue. You talked a little bit about the entrepreneurial environment and the new approach to the government in terms of attracting investment. That'll be good for when companies from Saskatchewan wish to do business here, as IRD is doing, and I understand we'll be having that signing here very shortly. But I want to tell this room that they can find that similar approach to business and to entrepreneurship in our province. We have a growth agenda we've implemented. We prize and we want to offer to you among the stablest investment climates on the planet. We've been lowering taxes as a new government. We've paid off 40% of the debt that we inherited in our government. We have balanced budgets. We're investing in infrastructure. We're reducing the taxes on capital. And we're in Canada, among the stablest of nations on the globe today, strong emerging out of the recession. The World Economic Forum states Canada has the soundest banking system in the world, and Canada has the lowest overall business costs in the G7, according to KPMG. That's an important part of the relationship, both the business climate that is here and the business climate that we can offer as well. Education and the potential to exchange opportunities in education is also what is going to make sure this tree flourishes and grows. Saskatchewan has been and will continue to be an attractive destination for international students. On average, we have between 3,600 and 3,800 international students each year. We'd like more. Last year, there were 169 Indian students enrolled in Saskatchewan. There should be more. This is why the University of Regina in our capital city has created a $100,000 scholarship fund for students in India. The India International Entrance Scholarship will be awarded to 100 Indian students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement. Right now, 300 students in India are taking computer-aided design courses, CAD courses, that are supplied by the Saskatchewan Institute of Applied Science and Technology. And later in this trade mission, we will announce that SciAst is investing to deliver business programs right here in India. Saskatchewan's International Education Council is planning to organize a mission to southern India in the fall of this year to recruit students and establish research partnerships and bilateral and mutually beneficial partnerships in the area of education. We're interested in joint international degree programs in a number of different areas, and we're interested in joint research and the exchange of scholars and a graduate student exchange. And you will know this in this room, that the relationship between our universities and your ag biotech clusters and ours is strong today and can be stronger. We've signaled as a government we want to invest further in that relationship. We're not just here about trade, ladies and gentlemen. Our delegation's not just here to sell stuff. It's not just a trade mission. It is about advancing a partnership and a friendship. I was told an interesting story today about one of the members of our delegation who came over here with an idea for business, and I won't get into any details about it because I haven't asked permission of him to get into any details of it, but I know just enough about it to tell you this. He had an interesting idea to help on the issue of the distribution and storage of grain, of crops that are grown here. His idea was to use some apparatus that, well, we'd probably he thought we maybe manufacture at home and sell here, and came to realize that the capacity to manufacture at least a part of this, one of the components, was here in India. And now he's pursuing the idea in a different way, in the light of partnership, in the light of friendship, to say, you know, there can be a royalty relationship and the technology can be manufactured here and distributed here and sold here and employ Indians in the bargain, employ citizens of this country. That's not just a trade relationship. That's a partnership. We do offer much in the way of food security and biofortification. We'll be talking about that later, in food transportation and storage and excellence. We want to offer that in partnership, and we are, after all, the place that invented canola. We have some capacity in this regard that we want to share. We are the place, after all, that innovated 350 crop varieties to improve yield and food value. And our government will support the efforts of producers, of farmers and their associations and our universities to work in partnership to see the benefits of that happen in other places, including here. It's in all of our interests to do so. There's a small part of our trade mission that won't get a lot of coverage anywhere, here or back home, but it is symbolic of our intent, and I think yours. There is an expatriate of your country, well, there are many, but one expatriate in particular in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, practices medicine. And her passion is for women's health back home and here at home. And she makes a point of coming every year and volunteers her time and used to pay for all the supplies to offer women's health clinics. And we found out about it in government, and we said, you know, that's great that you're volunteering your time, Dr. Malhotra, but we should at least provide the supplies. And so for the first year, we're going to do that. And I think it's going to be a regular occurrence. And that's the kind of investment we each need to make in each other if this is to continue beyond a trade relationship. We are a small body of determined spirits, and we have a mission. The legacy that we can leave behind if we get this relationship right and if we tend it is nothing short of a brand new generation of happy and healthy and well-educated and well-paid women and men ready to continue the dreams of those who founded the world's largest democracy and those that I am humbled to represent in the great province of Saskatchewan, in the Dominion of Canada. We stake our ground today. We plant a tree. We should tend it together. Thank you for your time. Nice certificate of award there.
Yes. And now we sign the next one.